God. The theme is supported by several passages. Among them are Psalm 8, verse number 1, as it speaks to an excellent God. Amen?
Amen.
Also, Psalm 24, verses 7 and 8. So you have Psalm 8, verse 1, Psalm 24, verses 7 and 8, and then Matthew 4, verse 10. Matthew 4, verse 10, and then finally Revelation 7, verses 9 through 12. I'll repeat. Psalm 8, verse 1, Psalm 24, verses 7 and 8, Matthew 4, verse 10, and Revelation 7, verses 9 through 12. In Revelation 7, verses 9 through 12, these words are recorded. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation to our God, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And all the angels stood round about the throne, and about the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne on their faces, and worshiped God, saying, Amen.
Amen.
Blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our God forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
I don't know about you, but I am convinced that our congregations need to be introduced to and enlivened by the idea of worshiping God in ways that truly, authentically, abundantly, realistically, and fervently glorify God. These passages help us to gain some momentum towards the goal of making this theme our focus and making it a reality.
Amen.
Through these passages, I learned, and we all should learn, that God has deposited in us an ability to give glory to the one who gave glory its beginning and its meaning.
All right.
While you nor I can add anything to the divinity of God, God has established that his glory can be shown through us, and his glory can shine on us in worship of him. God empowers us to shine forth his glory for other worshipers to witness, for others to learn from, and for all of us to bask in his glory.
Thank you, glory. Thank you, Lord.
I don't have to remind you today that the psalmist said, lift up your heads, O ye gates. Be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors.
Yes, Lord.
And the King of glory. Somebody ought to help me right there. The King of glory. The Lord strong and mighty. The Lord mighty in battle. That's the one who will come in and his glory will fill the temple.
All right now.
He says in the Psalm, look to the hills from whence cometh our help.
Glory.
He is the source of strength that empowers us to be able to give glory to God. Lift up both the head and the heart.
Hallelujah.
We can't worship God with just our head. We got to worship him from our heart. And when we put head and heart together, we can give God glory in our worship. When we obey these instructions, God, watch this, y'all.
Yes.
God obligates himself to send us a glimpse of his glory. When his glory shows up in worship, strength and might to fight spiritual battles, physical battles, mental battles, social battles, legal battles. When his glory shows up in worship, strength and might to fight our battles come in with his glory. Thus, when we depart from worship, we don't just leave having a feel-good experience. We depart the sanctuary after being in his glory, armed with strength for the journey. Armed with might to make the devil run. Armed, after we bask in his glory, we are armed with mercy to share with those who are hurting, to share with those who are helpless, homeless, hopeless, because of his glory. May I just share with you this one last passing thought. That when we talk about the fact that more of his glory is going to be ushered in, the more the multitudes will come to bask in his glory. Can I slow down and go back and repeat? Just in passing, when we talk about the fact that the more of his glory that we seek to usher into our worship, the more the multitudes, the more the people will come in to be attracted to his glory. In these passages in Revelation, it says, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations. Don't have to just be from the States. Of all nations. You can be from anywhere. Of all kindreds and people and tongues. And they stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. When God gets the glory, church, when God supplies us with his glory, when God allows his glory to be manifested in the worship experience, his glory will appeal to the multitude. His glory will be attractive to the multitude. His glory will arise and create a desire for believers to bask in his glory in the worship experience. If we can put down our differences long enough to let the glory fall, will draw unto himself the multitude. My prayer, Brother Pastor, my prayer is that our congregations would seriously strive to usher in his glory so that our great God can bless folk in worship. I pray, y'all, I pray that we would teach and train people through the Congress that God is worthy to be praised. As Christian educators, we are challenged by these passages to inform, to inspire, and to instruct so that folk can engage in authentic worship. We must worship God in spirit and in truth. This theme, as I've shared with you, is what provides us with a framework for shaping the course offerings or the curriculum for the applicable year. That is, we establish the course offerings to support and buttress the thrust of the theme for the given year. In constructing the curriculum, we are also heavily influenced by the Christian Leadership School Manual. This is the 2016 edition, just came out this year, this past January. It was published by the Sunday School Publishing Board, and it gives us guidance on course offerings and how to operate our South Carolina Baptist Congress. It is driven, this manual is driven by the Division of Christian Education, Accreditation, and Credentials of the Sunday School Publishing Board. If you buy your Sunday school materials from SSPB, then SSPB is that same entity that provides us